Culinary time warp. Fasten your aprons. Ever thought about Roman takeout? What about a medieval microwave meal? Buckle up, food fans. We're about to embark on a culinary adventure through time. Today, we're blending history with a dash of modern-day magic. Our mission to recreate ancient recipes using today's kitchen gadgets. Think of it as a culinary time machine, with a sprinkle of chaos and a whole lot of flavor. Get ready for some surprising substitutions, unexpected results, and hopefully some edible masterpieces. Let's get cooking! First stop, ancient Rome, a civilization known for its grand architecture, powerful legions, and of course, its unique cuisine. We're tackling a staple of Roman cuisine, garum, a fermented fish sauce that was a culinary cornerstone. This fermented fish sauce was the ketchup of its day, adding a burst of flavor to almost every dish. Romans put it on everything, from simple bread to elaborate feasts. The original recipe? Fish guts, salt, sunshine, and time. Lots of time. It was a labor of love and patience. Today's challenge? Recreating this ancient condiment with a modern twist, using contemporary kitchen tools. Our weapon of choice? The trusty blender, a far cry from the sun-drenched vats of ancient Rome. Now, I know what you're thinking. Fish sauce in a blender? It sounds unconventional, but bear with us. Trust me, it's not as scary as it sounds. In fact, it's quite ingenious. We'll be using fresh ingredients and a few tricks to recreate the umami punch of traditional garum without the long wait.
Garum, a true Roman delight that has stood the test of time. The key is in the balance of flavors, achieving that perfect harmony. Fresh fish, a pinch of salt, and the magic of fermentation. It's a simple yet profound process. Let's see how this blender handles it. Will it capture the essence of ancient Rome? Let's find out together.
Next, we're catapulting ourselves to the Middle Ages, a time of knights, castles, and grand feasts. Picture this: roaring fires, hefty cauldrons, and meals fit for a king. Or at least a knight. The air filled with the aroma of hearty stews and roasted meats. Our medieval mission? Conquering a classic pottage, a dish that has stood the test of time. This hearty stew was a peasant staple, packed with whatever vegetables, grains, and, if you were lucky, meat they could find. It was a meal that brought warmth and sustenance to many. Our modern-day knight in shining armor? The slow cooker. This device brings the ancient art of slow cooking into the 21st century. This culinary workhorse will simmer our pottage to perfection. No fire-breathing dragon required. Just set it and forget it. We'll swap the cauldron for our trusty slow cooker and replace foraging with a quick trip to the supermarket. Convenience meets tradition in our modern kitchen.
Oh, the pottage! A dish that tells a story of survival and community. A humble yet hearty dish, rich in flavor and history. With our slow cooker, we'll blend tradition with convenience, creating a stew that even a medieval peasant would envy. It's a fusion of the old and the new. Let's gather our ingredients and get this pot bubbling. From the medieval cauldron to the modern slow cooker, let's embark on this culinary journey together.
Section 4. Renaissance Revelations. Microwaving with the Medici. Hold on to your hats. We're time traveling to the Renaissance. This era of artistic brilliance also brought culinary creativity.
Our Renaissance recipe? A delicate almond tart, a favorite in the Medici court. Traditionally, these tarts were baked in wood-fired ovens, but we're putting a modern spin on things.
Get ready to embrace the unexpected. We're using a microwave. Don't worry, we won't sacrifice authenticity. We'll use almond flour, honey, and spices to recreate the flavors of the Renaissance. Who knew the microwave could be so sophisticated? Section 5. Enlightenment Eats. Voltaire's Vegetable Vortex. Fast forward to the Enlightenment, an age of reason and apparently root vegetables.
Voltaire, the sharp-witted writer and philosopher, was a big fan of simple, vegetable-centric dishes. Our Enlightenment era challenge, a Voltaire-inspired vegetable soup, traditionally simmered for hours on an open hearth.
Our modern-day tool? The spiralizer. Will transform humble root vegetables into culinary works of art. This is Enlightenment eating, reimagined for the 21st century. Think of it as food for thought with a healthy dose of modern convenience. Section 6. Modern Marvels, a nod to nostalgia. Now let's hit the fast-forward button to the present day. We've explored ancient recipes and conquered culinary challenges through the ages.
But what about our own time? What will future generations consider classic cuisine? For this final challenge, we're taking inspiration from a modern-day staple instant ramen.
Yes, you heard that right. We're elevating this college dorm staple into a gourmet masterpiece. Think a flavorful broth, perfectly cooked noodles, and an array of toppings that would make a Michelin star chef proud. Section 7. Time Travel Takeaway. A delicious journey through the ages. So, what have we learned from our whirlwind culinary journey through time? We've seen how cooking has transformed from simple fire pits to sophisticated modern kitchens. First, cooking is a constantly evolving art form. From the earliest days of human history, people have been experimenting with ingredients and techniques to create delicious meals. Second, even ancient recipes can be adapted and enjoyed with a modern twist. It's fascinating to see how old recipes can be reinvented with contemporary flavors and presentation. And most importantly, no matter what era you're in, a delicious meal is a timeless pleasure. Food has always brought people together, creating moments of joy and connection. So, the next time you're feeling adventurous in the kitchen, don't be afraid to experiment. Try blending old and new techniques and see what unique flavors you can create. You never know what culinary masterpieces you might create. Your next dish could be a delightful fusion of history and innovation. Until next time, happy cooking, and may your meals always be seasoned with a dash of history and a sprinkle of fun. Remember, the kitchen is your playground, and the possibilities are endless.